Your kiss, sweet like poison. You know you make me reckless. I'll run, but you are friction. Your touch feels like heaven. You make me hate all my sins. You are my religion. My religion. I have a million reasons to leave you, but I have a billion reasons to keep you. I have a million reasons to leave you, but I have a billion reasons to keep you.
You're making touch spirit into the soft blue light. This unfamiliar glare, it blocks me out, I'm blinded. Inspired my efforts to keep you satisfied. I seem to be losing you, it's not worth the fight. So I speak up, I scream into the void. I reach for a hand to guide me through the shifting land below. I'm running up, the walls are closing in. I feel the cold embrace of dust. We rise and dust we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another night of Rocket League. That's right, it's the same week as before because our teams have already played once. They played on Monday, yesterday. And, you know, not the most fortunate result, but as Glitch talked about, some bright spots indeed. So we are looking to carry that forward into this week. Your Rocket League blue team already played previously, 3-0 swept the other team, and so, you know, maybe momentum carries. That's what we're hoping for, because we've already seen them compete after a rough week last week, and we're expecting the same for Gold this week as they take on RMU Academy. So that is going to be a great matchup for tonight. The lineups are going to look a little different this week. So no spoilers. I'll let you see what we have in store. But I want to tell you about our socials. Our socials are Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all these things. You can follow the Rams to support them. They need your support. They would love your support. It's through your support on social media that helps fuel this team, push them forward. So go on and check them out, CIU Rams Esports, or if it's on TikTok, it's CIU Esports. Another way you can support them, as always, is merch. They have some nice merch in the store right now in a partnership with Playfly. You're going to see it on your screen. This merch is top quality. Let me tell you, like, I got a hoodie and I love wearing it. It's super comfortable. It's like, you know, it's got the team colors and it looks great. There's also jerseys, which are sick. So if you want to further support your favorite team, the CIU Rams, which I know you do, go ahead and check out the merch store and follow them on socials. But let's say, you know, my lead in as always, but I love it. You don't want to just support them with your, you know, social media following and buying merch, but maybe you want to support them as in like you're a support, being like a healer and you love Overwatch. Yeah, they could take you. They could use you because they have an Overwatch team that's pretty good, I might add. But they're always recruiting for Rocket League, Overwatch, Smash Bros. Those are the current teams, but they also have League of Legends and FIFA and Madden coming up. So if you think that you have what it takes, reach out to Coach Chris, Crab Clown Jimmy on Discord, and he'd love to talk to you about it. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Why don't you watch these guys that they're about to start? See if you would be able to gel and keep up with them. 5 minutes on the clock, and Timex gets the first touch, sending it to the other side, but they gain composure. Oh wow, shot on goal by Casey, tried to follow it. Gamehawk, talk about spoilers in the lineup, Gamehawk is back for this game, and as he had a shot on goal. But right now, RMU working into the corner, and CIU sending one long, deep into the stands almost, in the back corner. Timex, first man on front pole. He stayed there and missed. A demo in front of goal, but RMU could not connect. No one followed up on that shot. Fortunate for CIU, they get an offensive push. Now shot on goal by Timex. Whew, so close. Casey coming off the wall, air, pinch off the ground, clears out for his man, Gamehawk. He couldn't finish it, but Timex coming back into the corner with Casey following at mid. 1 minute off the clock, and right now what I am seeing is, you know, they're getting used to it. Gamehawk hasn't been on the circuit with us as much right now, so he's been doing great things in production and I believe Overwatch as well. So, you know, they got to get that chemistry back, but we're seeing it now. The rotations are coming in. Casey front post, Timex behind him. Timex slightly out of position, but Gamehawk scrambles back and cuts under goal, stops that shot. Gamehawk going through mid with Casey on the right, tries to pass, but is broken up by RMU. Sinti passes mid, great stop by Timex in front of goal. Ball gets past Gamehawk on the left side, and Timex passes to Casey. The deflection, not quite on goal, but Timex is there with Gamehawk behind. The ball is up in front of goal. Casey's waiting for his chance. He knew that was coming, didn't quite make it, but is going to go off the side post. Timex misses as well. Casey recovered. He's still there. He's still got it. Played it well. Gamehawk from Casey. The 1-2 punch, and the first goal goes to CIU. Let's watch that again. Casey coming in from mid, and Gamehawk just already upfield. All he has to do is knock it in, which he does, which you think might be an easy goal, but I'm telling you, it's the open nets that are the bane of our existence as Rocket League players. It's the easiest shots that never go in. So good on GameHawk for finishing on that one. And he's put one over the goal for someone to follow. Time X followed, got denied. Casey's coming back in. Ooh. A quick little rally in the corner. It's Time X playing front post as he does on defense. GameHawk coming through, steals the ball from the RMU player and gets a demolition. So it's up to Time X. He gets a tap. He gets a second. Casey. Oh, man. I think he was hoping that it would go down a little bit more. But they are still set on D. Time X in goal. Almost set on D, I should say. It looked like Casey got a little awkward in post. And Time X not able to make up the ground. So 1-1. Tied up with just under 2 minutes left. Still, as I was saying before, you know, I got to shake off the rest, get that chemistry together. But I'm encouraged so far. People are where they need to be, just a little bit of a miscue in front of goal. But the rotations are in so far. Right now, Time X shot on goal. It's going to get stopped, but that allows his teammates to push up further. Casey putting one in front of the goal. GameHawk put one in the goal. 2-1. Casey to GameHawk again. That's the second time that's happened in this game. The setup and the finish. All right. 1.5 left. 2-1. Still anyone's game with the GameHawk getting the first touch on the kickoff. That one's going to be right, and Casey is there on the follow-up. Time X going for the clear as GameHawk actually goes for the clear, as Time X could not get that one off the wall. Wisely chose to wrap back so he could be on that defense right there. Love that out of Casey, being an aggressor on defense. Don't love that out of GameHawk, you know, shaking it up a little bit. You know, all three guys pushed into that corner together. Probably a little bit of a lack of communication. When I said I love the aggression of Casey, perhaps, you know, let the other guys who are in position defend to get it. But I'm not in their ear. I'm not the one in the comms, so I'm not sure exactly what happened. It's only best guess from here. Great stop by Casey, keeping the forward advance from RMU at bay. We got Casey up, going into the corner. Time X stopping at midfield, keeping the offense for RMU off. Oh, man, a little chip shot from GameHawk. A little more on it. That was in, but RMU did well to recover and just dink it so it didn't go in the goal. Time X and GameHawk waiting for Casey with the ball. GameHawk, oh, bottom left corner, almost went in. It was a good shot, good setup by Casey. Time X setting up his teammates, but wise Sundays for RMU. Chips one all the way across field. Casey stops the RMU offensive player from finishing that goal. It's tied up, and as soon as the ball touches the ground, that's game, and we're going into overtime. Already an exciting game from the first. Overtime off the start. It's going to be a good sign that we're going to have some good competitive games going on tonight with this team. Time X has a chance to cross, but it's going to get cleared by both defenders. Good job by Casey on the cut at mid. Ooh, a little bit of a miscue. GameHawk was coming in for a shot from mid. Casey doubled back to get another touch on the ball. But they are ready on defense. One miss leads to Casey pushing forward with Time X in the corner. Demo by RMU on Time X. So he is back in now. And RMU had a man advantage but chose not to push it. Time X finally gets full boost and he's circling back immediately from mid. A little chip. He's waiting as Casey comes in with GameHawk pursuing after that. Casey sort of playing casually from mid, making sure nothing gets too far behind him. No clear shots on goal. Well, Gamehawk puts one up. It's up. Timex is off the wall. Centers it down. Cleared by RMU. Casey, again, great defense at mid, making sure nothing crosses. No one gets too much of a fast break. Speaking of fast break, Casey, 0 boost going up the midfield. Timex waiting for it. Can't get it on goal, but near goal. Gamehawk, trying to set up his teammates for a shot. Timex front post is a little pinch off the wall. Sets up the shot for RMU. It's off the top bar. Y Sundays does not put it in the goal. And so now it's Y Sundays for RMU and Gamehawk in the corner. Y Sundays sets it up. Timex did not follow and Casey did. Gamehawk puts it off the board. No good on CIU. A few attempts, a few possibilities. 2:11 on the clock for overtime. Gamehawk stops RMU in their tracks. We're seeing a lot of good attempts at setting people up, but no follow-throughs as much on offense, like a secondary follow-up or a third. I think CIU is really trying to just make sure they don't get caught lacking, pushing too hard on offense, and then give up an easy shot. But I think at some point, you do have to commit to one of these air balls that's up in front of the goal. Casey did commit, almost puts it in. Timex stops at midfield to allow Casey to circle back, and Casey gets the cut on defense. Not just that, he pushes forward again. Gamehawks waiting in the corner, directs towards goal, stopped by RMU. 3 minutes now on the overtime clock as RMU pushes into CIU's corner, and CIU sets up in front of goal. Miss by Timex leads to RMU goal. So, exciting game one. Very exciting. But a few miscues here and there. Clean that up. Game two is going to be crazy. That's 3 minutes of overtime. Usually in overtime, you see sort of a mishap happen, and then all of a sudden someone's scoring. So CIU, I would say, did well to prevent fast breaks and transition points from RMU, but ultimately it was a miscue or two that sort of sealed the deal. All that being said, this next game is very winnable for CIU. And hey, thank you, Gamehawk, for subbing on that point. Well done, friend. And Gingy is subbing back in. So now we have the three that we have grown accustomed to seeing this season. Casey, Timex Trick Shot, and Gingy signing up for game two. Let's see if Gingy comes in hot or if he needs a little bit of a time to warm up a little bit. Timex dribbling downfield, gets demoed. Almost had a chance to dribble it all the way into goal. Casey demo on Y Sundays in the corner, leading to a man advantage pushing forward, causing Y Sundays to reset in the corner. Shot on goal. Casey, good shot, good defense by RMU. But Casey is staying in that corner for now with Timex now coming in, Gingy behind. That is on. Can it get down? It does get down. Oh my goodness, Gingy. A double tap. Look at this. Ooh. Just a little kiss of the wheel. Knocks it up, puts it in. 1-0. You know, I was asking earlier, will he come in hot? Oh, yes. Yes, he did. Oh, he's hot. He's ready. Another shot by Gingy. Back to back. Woo. He's feeling it, folks. 45 seconds down and 2 goals by Gingy already. Caught RMU lacking in the mid. No one back on defense to even attempt to stop that goal. 2-0. We're looking and feeling good as Timex pushes up right side. Casey Gingy going back on D. Disrupted by Casey Gingy on the wall. Gets a little awkward. And that was his undoing, unfortunately. Casey tried to follow that up, and ultimately maybe threw off Genji's timing as he then hit the wall. Timex tried to come back in and save it. Not enough. So 1 minute down, 3 goals scored already. If you thought this was going to be an easy game, you thought wrong. It's always a challenge, no matter who you're going up against. These are some of the best players, you know. Like, you don't get to be a college player just by happenstance. So there's going to be competition no matter who you're playing. 3:30 on the clock now as Casey pushes to Timex. Timex, great job getting up. Shot does not go on goal, but it sets Casey up to cross, and Genji, waiting patiently, gets the ball a little past him. Timex tries to chow, can't get it clear. Timex pushing forward on field. Genji follows up behind Casey, who is stalled at midfield waiting for ball. A little bit of early stops and cuts for the CIU right now until the ball got behind him. That is on. Timex stops it, but no one's there to follow. Just kidding. Casey is. Comes in last second with a nice save. Misses on that on the aerial chow, but Timex is there. Genji waiting front post. He gets the clear, and he's going for the air dribble. Gets under a defender. RMU stops the ball in front of their goal. Genji going backwards to play some defense. RMU just sending it wide as Genji's trying to push the ball up past half field. Casey shot a little wide. Can he follow? He cannot, but Timex can. Genji has an awkward bounce towards his way, and he tried to make the most of it. That one's a little wide, and Timex puts it towards RMU goal as Casey tries to get back on defense. Casey's coming through, misses on the goal, but RMU does not follow. Timex had a little bit of time to regain control over the ball. Casey got a demo on RMU player, so now they're gonna spawn back in. And as they do, Genji gets demoed. So a couple back-to-back demos now. Things getting a little chippy. Genji, nice save. Casey, I don't think that was an intentional demo, but then retaliation by RMU. Instead of going for the open net, they go for the demo. And then they get another one. I think RMU might be frustrated. This might be a little bit of mind games for CIU RMU. If RMU keeps going for the demos and not for the ball, CIU can use that to their advantage. But Casey's going for demos and goal too. Shot is wide. No one can get there in time to follow it. So it's up to the defense to settle and make sure they play this correctly. Well done by Timex and Genji with Casey following, coming up through the mid. Casey getting back behind Timex off the top bar. RMU misses, but so does Casey. 30 seconds left. 2-1. CIU, you'd love to score here, but essentially just play solid rotations. Don't get caught off guard. Under 15 seconds left. On to 10 seconds now. 5 seconds and you're home free. Play solid defense here. Transition it. Control the ball. There you go. Game 2 goes to CIU. Genji with the 2 goals for the team. But shots by everybody. That's one thing you love to see, making sure everyone's involved on the shots, not just one person. Defense, a little scrambled at times, but they always regained. So 1-1 overall, RMU CIU. 5 minutes back on the clock as game 3 is kicking off. Casey demoed off the rip. RL remix on TikTok. You know, a little publicity shout out for him, I guess. But couldn't do anything on offense on that point. Casey, though, trying to follow the defender to get a dunk on him. Timex going up for a second and a third touch to make sure the ball stays away from his goal and RMU doesn't have a chance. From distance, Genji puts one on it. Y Sundays with the stop, though. The ball's floating. Timex also floating. Sends it into the goal. Timex, great redirection. He had two defenders flying up towards him, towards ball, and instead of just trying to sail it right into the goal, he sends it down into the right, knowing that it's going to squeeze under defenders. That is premium ball placement, folks. Right now, Timex has to circle back from back post, avoiding the demo. Casey comes in for Timex. You can see RMU's frustration again coming out as they were seeking to demo Timex in front of his own goal. Lots of aggression coming from RMU, but they did not handle the ball in the air. Timex comes in to the corner. He's setting one up. Cinti for RMU tried to stop him but couldn't. Casey crosses mid. Teammates were not there. I think they were transitioned onto defense already. Not a bad thing, but sometimes you want a goal. Casey with the demo, RMU on CIU's side of the field. Bumps happening in front post. Genji trying to control the ball out of the goal. But the ball does get past RMU into the right corner again. That one's going to be wide, but you got to watch for redirects and follow-ups. Just because the shot's not on goal doesn't mean it won't go in goal. Casey, great save. I was about to commentator curse that, which is not real. Boom! Genji following up after that. Casey with the save on defense. Gets aggressive, allowing Genji to come in and finish the job. 2:51 on the clock, 2-0 on the board. CIU wins the kickoff and shot on goal by Casey. Barely saved by Y Sundays. Can they follow? They choose not to. Genji back on defense. These guys are playing a little conservatively. I think they understand the potential of this game to get out of hand if they try to get too aggressive. Likewise, though, prevent defense is a school. Oh, Timex getting the demo while pushing up towards the ball. Shot on goal by Genji, and it's in. RMU can't get there in time. Genji puts it perfectly in the goal. Off the wall as he runs out of boost. 3-0. Under 3 minutes, almost 2 on the clock. CIU wins the kickoff again, and Casey has a shot. Casey gets a shot, gets a goal. 4-0. Genji to Casey off the wall. Genji clears out, and Casey had one defender to beat, and he does. Places it right under the top bar. This is what we like seeing. This is these guys responding quickly and efficiently to whatever situation they're in right now. Genji, great chow off the roof. You could see him working his way up the wall and directed himself straight to the ball to get that D. They're a bit of an awkward situation, but handled well. They did not over pursue in front of their own goal, and now Casey has a chance to set his teammates up for a follow if they do choose to do so. Genji's going to play defense as Timex goes mid, Casey going back post. Timex and Genji both chow on that ball. Genji sending one towards goal, but Y Sundays for RMU with the stop at this time. Shot on goal. Genji sitting there as Casey got it. Genji had the second on the follow. RMU had a guy following. Well done. Well communicated by both teams. Gingy stops in front of goal. Casey on the clear. That was so close to being in, but Gingy avoiding the bump also got a touch on the ball. 4-0, RMU, no scores, and the ball is dangerously in RMU territory. Casey couldn't get there as the ball floated in front of RMU goal. Timex getting back on D with Casey. Timex following Gingy. Casey following Timex. Oh, baby. A triple. We got a touch by each person on the team. 1, 2, 3. The setup, the sink. Whew. 5-0. Just under 40 seconds left on the clock. This is the kind of game that'll get you going. At this point, statistically, you want to say it's CIU's game, but you don't want them to gain momentum if, talking about RMU. CIU, yes, get in, contain, and just keep that momentum going. But if you're CIU, you really want to make sure no goals happen in this game. Make a statement. Make a 5-0 statement. 10 seconds left on the clock. Gingy keeping the ball away from goal. Timex following suit, putting it up for Gingy. Can he get one more? Casey almost did. Gingy to Casey almost connected another time. All right. Game 3 goes to CIU, their second win. So now on to game 4. Reminder, it is best of 5. So if CIU wins this next one, they take the whole thing. If RMU wins this next one, it's on to game 5 and it's sudden death. So you really want to see CIU finish this. Seal the deal. We had almost an equal number of shots and goals by each member of the team. You love seeing that symmetry and that teamwork. So now, game 4, 5 minutes on the clock, 0-0. Those last games didn't happen. It's only this game that matters now. So far, RMU gets a shot on goal. Gingy saving them. Timex shot past the defender. Goodness gracious. You see Gingy on the stop, and Timex uses that to his advantage. A little shot in the corner. RMU, good attempt, not good enough. 1-0, 12 seconds off the clock. Love seeing an early score by CIU on that one. Right now, left side, Casey and Timex pushing up. Ball in front of RMU goal. Gingy trying to get the stop. Timex puts one to Gingy. Oh, he couldn't redirect towards goal, but Casey and Timex are still in it with Gingy circling back. CIU's noticeably playing more from midfield. They're not cycling back as far when they're transitioning onto defense. I think they want more goals. And honestly, that's what you want. The moment you stop trying to score is the moment the other team usually starts scoring. Gingy front post, Timex behind him. Ball's going to go cross. And so you have to watch the follow-up shot. It's chipped up in case he stops there. But are there enough CIU defenders circling back? There are. That gives them time to now push on to offense. This is the transition phase. You want to see a follow-up if it doesn't get cleared like that. Timex doing well to stop the pursuit of RMU, but there's a demo in front of goal. Everyone's missing. Timex gets it just out enough to save a goal for now, but they need to get the ball just off their side of the field, regain composure. It's a little bit of a scramble here. Timex, Gingy gets demoed in midair going for the ball. Everybody's in a stalemate in front of goal. There's 5 guys standing in front of the goal, not sure what the other guy was going to do. Timex almost got a lucky shot from the distance. Casey off the backboard. Timex follows. Denied. Casey cannot be denied. Timex puts one right on goal off the backboard. And there's only one defender in goal to stop. So that means he did not have time to regain when Casey comes in. Great teamwork. Great follow-up effort. 2:45. 2-0. Trick shot. Timex. Nothing. But that's all right. He's back on defense now. And he's coming back forward as Casey goes into the corner. Timex waiting at mid to see what Casey does. Oh, it goes right to him. He pops one up off the backboard. It's down. Gingy off the top bar. Casey, top bar as well. Timex trying to put one in front of goal. Casey followed. Gingy. Oh, goodness. Come on, boys. So close yet so far. But these guys are undeterred, still pressing forward. A very commendable effort in front of RMU's goal by CIU. Gingy on the cross to Casey. He's got a shot, and he gets it. You don't want to give that man a shot, because if he takes it, you know, we've seen what happens. Gingy does very well to center that ball, put it up for his teammate. Teammate makes the most of it. 3-0, just under 2 minutes now. CIU continuously pushing forward. Playing a little more defense now as Casey comes in from staying back. But they are not satisfied. You can tell they want another goal, but they want to do it well. They want to be smart about it. Gingy almost had one as the ball crossed in front of RMU's goal. Gingy one touch to clear the ball. Not enough boost to follow up on it. But he's giving it to Casey, to Gingy. Timex is up. He gets a touch. Can Casey follow? He's going to wait. He saw the RMU defender, and he rightfully waited. Gingy missed the shot, and Timex is getting demoed. RMU's mounting a press on offense. Casey, the lone man at the time, gets the stop. Gingy with the stop. Timex doubled, but they regain as RL Remix tries to air dribble the ball out of the corner. That's a shot on goal, but Timex, he saw it. He stopped it. As the ball crosses, Casey clears to Timex. Timex does not have boost. Now he gets full boost, and he's going to cycle out, but he's ready to mount an attack. No need. He's going to have to play defense. He's going for the demo. The ball gets crossed. RMU does not finish on the pass. Timex to Gingy. Open net right now as the defender crashes in from the side. The ball is still in front of goal. CIU not pressing the issue. Just taking time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the third win for CIU, sealing the game, the matchup. RMU leaves. No GGs in chat. One GG in chat. GGs from CIU and GGs to CIU from your local caster. Great job, guys. You know, it was a hard-fought first game. It could be easy to be discouraged by what happened in that first game, thinking that you had it, and then going into overtime, playing hard for 3 extra minutes, and then falling short just barely. But you know what? These guys used it as a catalyst moving forward. The aggressiveness, the demos, the fighting, the setting up, the shots taken. These guys came to play for these games. After yesterday, when, you know, things didn't go quite as you would hope for, they decided to take the matter into their own hands and finish this game strong. What a great game. This is something that we've been looking for. We know these guys are capable of, and they really showed out tonight. Both teams, blue and gold, showed out tonight. Very excited for the next weeks to come as playoffs are around the corner. So, you know, it's kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs. as long as you heat up at the right time, that's all that matters. So great game. Very excited for what's coming forward. And we will see you again next time. Thank you so much for supporting your team and for being here and watching this. What a game to watch, I'll tell you. But for now, you know what I got to say. Charge on. Go Rams.